Good morning, friends. Sorry, seems to be some issue with my uh, laptop, and we'll get started. I'm just setting up the WebEx, and then we'll just get started. Good morning, friends. Let me mute everyone here. Today, I forgot to bring my mouse, and my Windows laptop have some issues. So just bear with me, and I'm sharing my screen, and then we'll get started. I hope you guys can see my screen, whoever is on WebEx, and listen to me. Please confirm on the chat. Okay, thank you. So now we are in the middle of ranking and sorting. So we'll continue where we have stopped. I have figured out the issue. The reason why I was getting incorrect data is because I didn't apply distinct. Because I didn't apply distinct, that the top five products have some duplicates, and that's where it is actually causing the issue. So after adding the distinct, it actually solved the problem, and it have actually showed the uh, top five top and priced products from our data set. Okay, so everything else is correct. Only thing is I forgot to mention the distinct. Okay. So first, what we are trying to do, we are actually applying the transformation as part of this top and products by category. We assign the list to products list, and then we have written this code snippet where the list is manipulated in such a way that we extract the prices uh, from each and every record. Once we get the prices, we sort the data in descending order, and then we have applied distinct to get distinct prices, and then we get top end prices from the data set. Once we get top end prices, we just iterated through our original products list and sorted in descending order by price again. And then for each record, we looked up into this top end prices, and if it matches, then we are returning it. Okay. Now let me print it out. And also, meanwhile, let me confirm that folks on YouTube Live also can see my screen without any issue. Yes, they are able to. So now we got the data, and you can see for two, which is product category, 299 is the top price, and then 209.99 is the second top, and then there are two 199s. This is third, and then three 130. So two 139s. This is four, and then we have five 129s, which is fifth rank. So we got top five priced products for this category as expected. Okay, now let's move on to exercise. This is very important to understand how to write the programs in functional programming manner. That's the beauty of Scala, programming language like Scala. And instead of writing for loops, while loops, and if conditions, rather we use more appropriate APIs such as map if we have to apply the transformation, filter to filter out the data, uh, etc. Okay. So now let me open the exercise. Okay, this is the exercise. And in this case, we'll be writing dense ranking only. We'll be using New York Stock Exchange data. This is example for both group by key as well as functional programming using Scala when while working on Spark-based applications. We'll be using SBT with Eclipse or IntelliJ with SBT. SBT with Eclipse or IntelliJ. So let me edit this. And then get top end stocks by volume for each day or month. It's up to you which one you want to use. Either you can do it for each day or you can do it for each month. If you have to do it for each month, you have to first aggregate at month level and then you can get top end stocks within each month. Again, use the Scala interpreter and preview the data after each step. Develop the program using SBT and Eclipse or IntelliJ. Develop top and stocks function. So instead of writing it as enormous function as part of the flat map, let's write a new function the way I have done. Tuple of date or month. So the first parameter is nothing but tuple of date or month and then list of stocks for that date or month. So if you are trying to compute by each date, then the key will be date and the value will be list of New York Stock Exchange records. If you are trying to do it on monthly basis, the key will be month and year combination and the value will be list of stocks. And then the second parameter is token, which will control how many stocks you want to retrieve after sorting data in descending order. And then function should sort data in descending order and return top 5 stocks. If there are more than n stocks in top n, print all stocks, which means that if there are more number of stocks than whatever top n parameter is, we have to print all of them, which is similar to dense rank. Once it is developed, compile the jar, ship it, and run it on the lab. Determine number of executors used to run. Determine number of executor tasks used to run, and also understand DAG for each stage. Okay, so this is the problem statement which you need to use and develop the program. Okay, so go through the requirement, and if you have any questions, let me know. I will also paste the URL. In the chart so that you don't need to search for this. Okay. I will also paste that in YouTube Live for those who want to follow. They can follow, but I will not be able to clarify any doubts on YouTube Live. Okay, so go through this and let me know if you have any issues or if you do not understand anything from the problem statement or the topic. I will give the clarification and then you can start developing the program. So we'll see how much progress we can make in next 45 minutes. Today's session will be completely on this. And then starting from tomorrow, we'll get into data frames. And this is the program. I think I have pasted this. Let me see how I can share this. Probably I can attach. Let me try. Yeah, I can do one thing. I can add this to the topic itself. Okay. Similar program for reference. Okay. I hope it will help you. And the location of stock New York Stock Exchange data, it's under public location. So let me open Sigwin here and show you the location. Yeah, this is the location. So you can directly pass it as input path, and output path you make sure that you store it in your own location rather than storing it in public. As you should use HDFS path, which will look like this. So user. Okay, I'm using a different user root in this case. That's why it is failing. But yeah, it will look like this. And then you have to create a subdirectory under this for output path. You should not give this directly. You have to give subdirectory under this as output path. I hope everyone is clear about how to create uh, SBT projects either in Maven or IntelliJ. If there is any confusion, let me know. I will reiterate while others keep on working on the program. And also, you should the output format should be uh, date or month, then uh, stock name and volume. Okay. values, all three fields should be delimited by tab. Okay, just refresh if you because if you have already opened, you will not be seeing this. Just refresh and you will be able to see this also. So someone seems to have asked a question on chat. So I have you joined the last class, Himanshu? Because I have explained this in quite detail as part of the last session. Okay, so where you want where you have the question? Okay, in your case, you just joined recently. You didn't join the earlier sessions, the Scala related sessions. So probably there could be some confusion. So you have to wait until the afternoon session which you are attending. Okay, probably by next week you will have some clarity. Okay. Anyway, I will try to reiterate, but I'm not sure whether you will be able to get it completely. So the main thing is we have started function the program here as part of the main function. Okay, then we created RDD sc.text file. Text file is a API on top of a Spark context object, and it reads the data from this location if it is a valid location, and it will create a RDD. Okay, RDD is nothing but in-memory distributed collection. Okay, and then this you can ignore. I just filter for one bad record. I just excluded the bad record, and then I have applied transformation because in my case the key is product category. Within each category, I want to get the products and sorting them in descending order and get top and priced products or whatever it is. So here I have applied map transformation and got product category ID as key and the entire record as value. Okay. So that means whatever is passed into this to this map function, it will be written as value. And then I have applied group by key. Group by key, what it will do, it will convert all the elements that belong to that particular key into a list. Okay. And then if you go to top and price products, you can see that data type of the rec is nothing but the tuple. The first element is product category ID and second element is an array. Okay. And then we are applying all Scala based functions to actually sort in descending order and get top and priced products from the list. So that's the function. So as you are completely new, as you have just started, unless you go back to the earlier videos and try to understand what is map function, what is filter, what is group by key, you will not be able to digest it completely. So you have to catch up with those videos. Okay, either you have to catch up the old videos or you have to wait until a couple of weeks because this week also the afternoon session will be primarily on Scala, and then starting from Wednesday or Thursday I will be starting on Spark. So at least it will take 4 or 5 sessions of Spark to come to this level. Means approximately 8 to 10 hours of content which you have to go through. Those who are on YouTube session, make sure please remember that this is backup for the live class which I am taking, and today I am talking about an exercise. If you want an environment to practice, I will highly recommend to use ours, which is labs.itversity.com. If you have access to a cluster or if you have good laptop, you can set up environment on your laptop also. But if you don't have, I will recommend you to go to labs.itversity.com. Here you can sign in either using social networking platforms or even give local email ID and password, local authentication or social authentication. Once you sign up and once you make the payment, you will get the credentials to the lab, and then you can connect to the lab and start practicing. If you have a question about plans before signing up for the lab, these are the plans: $14.95 for 31 days, $34.95 for 93 days, $54.95 for 185 days. So even though this is backup for the audience, I am streaming publicly, and you can follow these videos and start learning big data technologies. Whether you sign up for my lab or not, if you have any questions, you can start logging those questions on discuss.itversity.com. There are n number of volunteers who are actually taking your questions and start responding to those questions. Okay. And if you are in the middle and if you want to learn, if you just started learning big data or Spark, I just started new training starting from last week. So probably if you follow that, you will catch up quickly, and you can. It might make a lot more sense to you. And the playlist which you need to follow for the latest session. is this one, Big Data Workshop Live Training 2017 February. We just started last week and we are starting with Scala. So first 3-4 sessions we'll be talking on Scala, then we'll talk about Spark, then we will get into the other technologies. Okay, you can actually follow this. Okay. So for today, if you want, you can drop from this session. So those who are on WebEx, I have stopped sharing my screen because it is not that important. And also I stopped, I'm muting myself. If you have any questions, you can post on the chat or unmute yourself and ask the question, and I will be responding to your question. Okay. So for now, if you want to make sure that you are able to write the program functionally, um, probably you can use Spark Shell. I think better thing will be to have it in locally and run it locally, but locally you might have challenge because you don't have the data set. Okay, so I'm thinking in future how can I resolve this issue, because if you have locally and if you practice locally, it could be faster. Okay, so let me see if I can attach these files, at least one file, if not all. Okay, yeah, I'm attaching a file. So I'm attaching one file. Okay, I think you will not be able to get this one. This is not how I should share. Try it out if you are able to get the file. You can go to share. I just uploaded one CSV file. Also, there is some data in my GitHub account, not all the 20 years worth of data. You can download from my GitHub also. Let me share my screen and then I will show you. Okay, my WebEx is not responding. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Sorry for this. It seems it got choked. Probably I might have to reboot my machine. I'll come back, okay? So sorry, I'm back. Okay, so let me start the WebEx. The WebEx actually messed up my desktop, hence I end up stopping the session. I'm launching it again. Today WebEx is also very slow. I don't know why. Oh my god, this sucks. So sorry, folks. This attempt was big flop. I should not have shared the document on WebEx. I will clean it up later. I end up restarting my machine because it actually my machine was not responding. So now let me change myself to presenter. Okay, then I will share my screen. So if you are trying to say, if you are trying on your own PC and if you need data set, you can go to my GitHub account. If you have any questions in last 5 minutes, please reiterate because I dropped, I restarted my machine and I just relogged in again. Okay, for today's exercise, if you need sample data, you can actually go here, my repository called data, and there is NYSC, and there is a tar file over there. You can clone this. You can clone the entire data repository onto your machine and untar this NYSC underscore data, and it has 5 years worth of data. So you can practice starting from this on your PC if you don't want to log into the lab and try on the lab directly. With IntelliJ, if you can use cloned data on your PC, it will be much faster. So anyone completed the exercise or close to complete the exercise? Sure, Sandhya. So it's github.com. Let me copy paste from here. So this is the repository. There are a few other data sets also, and it will take some time to download everything. It will not take very long time, but it will take some time. And you can ignore all the other data sets for this exercise, just focus on NYSE. So from the New York Stock Exchange data, last field is volume. There are 7 fields, and last field is volume. So let me show you actually. So if you look into this, uh, this first 3 characters is stock ticker. This is the date on which stock is traded. And then you have 4 prices. Sorry, my touchpad is very poor and I did not get the mouse for my Windows laptop today. So it's getting very tough for me uh, to choose these things. But yeah, let me do this. Okay, our delimiter is comma. I'm just using awk. I hope it will work. Okay. Yeah. So you can see this. So you see, this one is uh, man, this Windows touch. I'm using pretty high-end Lenovo laptop, but this touch is so poor. This is stock ticker. This is date. This is open price 35.2. This is very sensitive, and I don't know how to use. This is really pathetic. So this is open price. This is high price. This is low price. This is close price, and this is volume. And we are trying to compute by volume. I think I have already provided as part of the discuss.itversity.com topic. So someone is asking about the existing program code. So just go to discuss.itversity.com, and this is the exercise. I have provided the link also previously. You should have in the chart, even though mine is gone. Most likely will have in the chart. If you don't have this in the chart, let me know. I will copy paste. And here, after the problem statement, you can see the complete program. Okay. This is really pathetic. That's why I hate the Windows laptop. So I'm updating the description of the video with this discussed topic. This is very sloppy. I did not realize. Not this one. Okay, so let me add the URL. Okay. I'll be stopping the YouTube session because we'll not be discussing anything that is important. And those who are attending the YouTube sessions, if you you can take 5 to 6 minutes break, and then you can join back on the next session where we are talking about. Man, this is so pathetic. I I will see. Nothing is working as expected. Oh my God. This touch screen is so sensitive. Okay, those who are on the YouTube session, I am dropping for now. You can stay tuned for the Hive session. The streaming will start in a moment. Thank you very much. Bye.